Today our topic is how to stop comparing yourself to others. Comparing yourself to others is something almost everyone does at some point in life. It's natural to look at what others have, what they've achieved, or how they look, and wonder why you don't have the same. But this habit can make you feel unhappy, stressed, and even lost. The truth is, life is not a race, and everyone's journey is different. When you compare yourself to others, you're not being fair to yourself because you're ignoring your own unique path. So, how can you stop comparing yourself to others and start focusing on your own life? Let's talk about it. First, it's important to understand why we compare ourselves to others. One reason is that we live in a world full of competition. From a young age, we're taught to compete in school, in sports, at work. Society often tells us that being the best or having the most is what matters. Another reason is social media. Platforms like Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok show us the highlights of other people's lives. We see their successes, their perfect moments, and it's easy to forget that what we're seeing isn't the whole story. People rarely post their struggles or failures, so we end up comparing our everyday lives to their best moments. This can make us feel like we're not good enough, even though that's not true. To stop comparing yourself to others, the first step is to become aware of when you're doing it. Pay attention to your thoughts. Are you constantly thinking about how someone else has a better job, a nicer car, or a more exciting life? When you notice these thoughts, remind yourself that they're not helpful. Instead of focusing on what others have, focus on what you have. Make a list of the things you're grateful for in your life. It could be your health, your family, your friends, or even small things like a good meal or a beautiful day. Gratitude helps you see the good in your own life and reduces the urge to compare. Another important step is to stop judging yourself so harshly. Often we compare ourselves to others because we feel like we're not good enough. But the truth is, no one is perfect. Everyone has their own struggles and challenges, even if they don't show them. Instead of being hard on yourself, try to be kind. Treat yourself the way you would treat a good friend. If you make a mistake or fail at something, don't beat yourself up. Instead, remind yourself that it's okay to make mistakes and that you're learning and growing. Self-compassion is a powerful tool that can help you feel more content with who you are. It's also helpful to set your own goals and focus on them. When you have clear goals for yourself, you're less likely to get distracted by what others are doing. Think about what you really want in life, not what society or other people expect from you. Maybe you want to learn a new skill, start a business, or spend more time with your family. Whatever it is, write it down and make a plan to achieve it. When you're working toward your own goals, you'll feel more motivated and less likely to compare yourself to others. Remember, your journey is unique, and it's okay if it looks different from someone else's. Another way to stop comparing yourself to others is to limit your time on social media. As I mentioned earlier, social media can make it seem like everyone else's life is perfect. But the truth is, people only post the best parts of their lives. If you find that scrolling through social media makes you feel bad about yourself, try reducing the amount of time you spend on it. You could also unfollow accounts that make you feel jealous or unhappy. Instead, follow accounts that inspire you or make you feel good. For example, you could follow pages that share motivational quotes, helpful tips, or positive stories. This way, social media can become a tool for inspiration rather than comparison. It's also important to remember that everyone has their own struggles. Just because someone looks happy or successful on the outside doesn't mean their life is perfect. Everyone faces challenges, even if they don't talk about them. When you compare yourself to others, you're only seeing a small part of their story. You don't know what they've been through, or what they're dealing with. Instead of comparing yourself to them, try to focus on your own journey and the progress you're making. Celebrate your small victories, even if they seem insignificant. Every step forward is worth celebrating. Another helpful tip is to surround yourself with positive people. The people you spend time with can have a big impact on how you feel about yourself. If you're around people who are always comparing themselves to others or putting you down, it's going to be harder for you to stop comparing yourself. Instead, try to spend time with people who support you, encourage you, and make you feel good about yourself. Positive people can help you see your own worth and remind you of your strengths. They can also inspire you to be the best version of yourself without making you feel like you need to compete. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, can also offer some useful advice on how to stop comparing yourself to others. Stoics believe that we should focus on what we can control and let go of what we can't. When it comes to comparing yourself to others, you can't control what others have or what they achieve, but you can control how you react to it. Instead of feeling jealous or upset, try to focus on what you can do to improve your own life. Stoics also believe in accepting things as they are. This means accepting yourself as you are, with all your strengths and weaknesses. When you accept yourself, you're less likely to feel the need to compare yourself to others. Finally, remember that life is not a competition. It's easy to get caught up in the idea that you need to be better than others to be happy or successful. But the truth is, happiness and success look different for everyone. What makes one person happy might not make another person happy. Instead of trying to live up to someone else's standards, focus on what makes you happy. Take time to think about what's truly important to you and what you want out of life. When you live according to your own values and priorities, you'll feel more fulfilled and less likely to compare yourself to others. In conclusion, comparing yourself to others is a habit that can make you feel unhappy and stressed. But it's a habit you can break. Start by becoming aware of when you're comparing yourself and remind yourself that it's not helpful. Practice gratitude and self-compassion, set your own goals, and limit your time on social media. Remember that everyone has their own struggles and that life is not a competition. Surround yourself with positive people and focus on what you can control. Most importantly, accept yourself as you are and live according to your own values. When you stop comparing yourself to others, you'll find that you're able to live a happier, more fulfilling life. You are enough just as you are.